and welcome to the vlog of ICoN Day 4, which is technically the last day of the event. It is the Sunday, and our biggest day yet. And as you've seen, the other days have been pretty big. Like, man, some photographers, I think the record this year is 22 shoots, and I know it's easier when you're just a photographer, whereas James and I are sticking together and he's photographing, I'm cosplaying, and so, you know, a bit more complicated, but oh boy, I don't understand it because we've been flat out. But anyways, I have a busy little morning ahead of me. Still need to style my wig, my Amy wig, because I am doing Amy. Look, I'm just gonna say Amy. Look, I'm a child of the 90s. I grew up with the Dick dub. Every time I say that I feel funny, but I know that's how it was pronounced because on my VHS tapes of Sailor Moon, they had this little, I don't know, what do they call it when like the logo of the production company comes up and they have like a little music and a little slogan, like, you know, when 20th Century Fox has that was probably terrible. I might cut that. Anyway, they had this little kid voice at the end going, Dick. So, yeah, anyway. I'm just gonna call her Amy because I keep fucking up the pronunciation and I'm sick of it. So yeah, still got to style the wig. I ironed the costume last night, and what we're doing is because James has a 9 o'clock photo shoot, we don't have time to come back to the Airbnb before that and my first photo shoot. Well, we probably won't. So I'm gonna get all made up, get the wig styled, then take off the wig, put the costume very carefully in the car, and get dressed like probably bathrooms at the Botanic Gardens, if nothing else. Get dressed in between, before my shoot, but be fully made up and just have everything ready, so it's just whack it on and go. So I'm about to start makeup. I was planning on filming this, but I'm a little too loopy this morning and I need to keep like cramming cookies in my mouth for breakfast because I kind of forgot to bring proper breakfast food, so I just have fruit cups and cookies, which may be contributing to the being a bit loopy. But anyway, my hair is all plaited, ready for being under the wig cap, and yeah, wish me luck.
This is the look of assisting at 9, photo shoot with a blue wig at 11:30.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I'm cosplaying as Ruben from League of Legends.
And looking very, very badass.
Time for another quick update while I'm doing my makeup. We actually ended up having enough time, finishing that last shoot with enough time to come back to the Airbnb briefly, which is good because my eyes were watering, my eyeliner got all smudgy, and part of my lashes came up, which I'm gonna try and fix now. Oh, okay, I think I got that. This is really good because me and false lashes are not very good friends. So this is really good because I was planning on just getting changed like in a bathroom at Botanic Gardens, which would have been acceptable. But this is a lot better. It gives me a lot more time and control, and we also got to have a cup of tea. Let me wash my hands. As I mentioned earlier, I am ready for Amy, so I'm Sailor Moon. What am I trying to say? I need some more lipstick. We just got back from shooting an Awaken cinematic ribbon, which was very cool. She had done a fantastic job on the sword in particular, like it actually, like, the runes glowed and stuff, and Riven, freaking love Riven, she's my favourite lead character, because, I mean, she's just filled with angst and misery, and what's not to love? Gosh, my hand's still sticky from the eyelash glue. Come on, get off me. Get off me, you bastards. But that was fun, because that's actually a cosplay that's on my I really want to do that eventually list. Like, eventually, I want to be Beefcake when I do it. Because I think that would be really good. So sorry, let me just get this top on. Okay, cool. Didn't knock my thing off. Now, I've got a crop top, which I'm actually, this is really bogan of me, but I'm tucking it into my bra, because the crop top's longer than the actual cosplay shirt is. Yeah, I got the, oh, I can't get high enough, but yeah, got the cute little tummy bit showing, just changing my camera settings slightly because the light came out. Alright, there we go, I am in. Why is it prickly there? I don't know. Cool. I am in. She's looking fine. Alright, so wig time. I'm actually really happy because I did the best I could with styling the wig earlier, but doing it whilst it's actually sort of like on me properly is going to be good. But yeah, so we're about to head off to the Botanic Gardens where James is shooting me and Usagi, wow, Aussie pronunciation, Usagi, or, you know, Serena, if we're going off the Americanized names from the 90s, you know, cosplayer, then he's got a shoot. And then I have another shoot with a new photographer in this, which will be good. Oh, it's actually freaking adorable. I thought it was gonna look terrible, and it doesn't. Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, because when I was styling it earlier, I was just had my hair sticking out and stuff, but I actually look really cute. I'm not going to bother with any additional styling. I am going to take my hairspray comb and some backup makeup with me. But yeah, okay, that's fantastic. That's really, really good. Really, really good. And cause all I did with this wig, because I didn't have time or equipment, is I just teased the shit out of it and then hairsprayed it into place. Oh, but that's good. I like that. I think that's really cute. Awesome. All right, signing off for this update, and I'll catch up with you guys when I can.
Hi, my name's Calamity at Calamity Possum, and I am cosplaying Usagi Tsukino.
And she's so cute!
Thank you! Please, please. Come on. Yeah.
You're great. That's awesome.
Hi, this is ICoN Photofest. We are Helen Suki, but specifically from the last few seconds of the movie. That's why, for 2 seconds, that's why it's really niche. You probably don't recognize us straight away.
And they're adorable. I will link them in the description.
Hi, I'm Bree. I am a photographer and I very much like shooting dreamy fairy tale like photos. I use a wig cap to go over lenses to get that dreamy look.
And it looks really, really good.
Yeah, it does.
Hi, I'm Millie, also known as Miri Cosplay, and this is my third ICoN event. It's quite exciting. I am dressed as Moxie from Borderlands, and you can catch me on any socials with the word Miri in it.
Excellent. And you are?
I'm Lissy, also known as Pretty Good Parrot. This is actually my first ICoN. It's actually the first costume I've actually finished and had my shoot on.
Well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm home now. I kind of got tired and didn't film any more updates on the Sunday of ICoN, and so I'm here to fill you in now. So after you saw me last, James and I headed off to the Botanic Gardens for a photo shoot with another cosplayer who was doing a Usagi to my Amy, and we had an amazing photo shoot. The other cosplayer, Amity, was an absolute delight, super hammy, made a super cute Sailor, or, Usagi, and we got to see ducks and just have fun, and it was wonderful. And what's really great is she's actually kind of local to us, where we actually live now, probably within like an hour driveway, so it's like, yes, got to meet another cool person who's local-ish, which was really, really cool. Then, still at the Botanic Gardens, we headed into the conservatory, which was absolutely beautiful building, for a Hal and Sophie shoot James was doing. The cosplayers obviously had like good chemistry because they were like all were friends or something, because yeah, they just really vibed together, which was quite cool. And what was hilarious is because it had started to rain, and I counted at one point there were 5 different cosplay photo shoots going on in the conservatory. Like James and the photographer were basically back to back at one point, because the conservatory has these like it's a long building and it's got these alcoves along the sides and then a big fountain in the middle, so they were shooting cosplays in opposite alcoves. It was pretty chaotic, but really cool to see so many people working there together, and everyone was really nice to each other. Like no one was crashing anyone's shoots or getting in the way, and everyone was trying to be considerate to everyone else in terms of like photographers and cosplayers, which was pretty good. And also, both then and at every other point, for us at least, any interactions with members of the public were fine. We didn't have to deal with anybody being rude. I mean, we had a lot of people going, "Hello, what are you doing?" But for us, at least, every interaction was like neutral to positive. After that photo shoot, James had some stuff to do, so he headed back to the car while I snagged my next photographer. This next photographer of mine was Brie Kay, and she has this really beautiful, like artsy, dreamy style, which I was just like really kind of like grabby hands really wanted to work with her. I actually contacted her over the Discord where everyone was organising everything, because I was like, "Hello, I like your style, can we please shoot?" She was in the conservatory with a whole bunch of other photographers and cosplayers, etc., sheltering from the rain, so even though technically it was like half an hour to an hour before we were meant to shoot, I was just like, "Hello, I'm your next shoot, can we shoot now?" So we did. We also headed down to the Japanese gardens section of the Botanic Gardens, and we shot there, and it was really good. And what I liked is she found out from me sort of where I shot with James, and other than the one beautiful cherry blossom tree that you can't really avoid shooting with because it's so beautiful, we made sure to always shoot at different places, or at least at different angles of the same places. So I'm really happy that, same cosplay, same place, but very different photos, and I think that's really cool. Then James and I headed back to our Airbnb, and I yeeted myself out of cosplay, yeeted out myself into the shower, and was just like, oh, I don't have to wear makeup again, because yeah, I don't necessarily want to call them sensory issues, but I was just a bit frantic to not be dressed up and made up, and especially because I wore false lashes that day, which are not my best friend, and my eyelids still feel gummy even though I've like oiled them and everything, but oh well. Because our next shoot wasn't until quite late that evening. However, unfortunately at this point, James had picked up a bug somewhere along the lines, so he was in pretty rough shape. I mean, I was tired and like a little sicky and like exhausted and sore and stuff, but he was in pretty bad shape. All that going to say that whilst we had some sort of, not really grand plans, but thoughts of things we could do in this gap of time, we ended up just chilling, and that was exactly what we needed to do. I played games on my phone, James took a little nap, we had some McDonald's, we watched Midnight Diner on Netflix, and it was just really nice to have a bit of downtime in our schedule. Then it was off for James's last shoot of ICoN, which was at the other location organised by ICoN, which was Bawa Izakaya, which is this kind of futuristic Japanese cyberpunk themed, well, izakaya in central Hobart, and they had agreed to let all cosplayers, etc. use the space. And for us, we shared with another photographer and cosplayer set. They were doing cyberpunk edge runners, I think, the one with the chick called Lucy with the angled hair. I don't know what thing they're from. And we were shooting characters from Borderlands. We had a Maya and a Moxie, and that was really cool. I don't know Borderlands very much, except James played it, so, but anyway. Which was a really, really cool shoot. I mean, we were exhausted, they were exhausted, we were all a bit whoa, but it was a really, really good way to end off ICoN. And for us, that was the end of ICoN. Millie, the cosplayer who was doing Moxie, we did have another shoot scheduled with her for Monday morning, but we just went, hey, sorry, this photographer is dying right now, can we please, do that some other time? Because both of those cosplayers, Millie and Lizzie, who, for the Borderlands one, are, again, local-ish to us, like about an hour and a half away, so they are people that we can work with again, which is great because they were lovely. Like, the people who were closest were some of the nicest. I mean, nearly everyone was an absolute delight, like, overall, socially, ICoN was pretty good. We met some really lovely people and had a lot of fun. But yeah, that's it for ICoN. I didn't bother filming anything on the Monday because, obviously the one photo shoot we did cancel, and driving home, we just wanted to get home quickly. We were gonna stop and feed that duck at Campbelltown again. It is a duck, by the way, I looked it up, it's a muscovy duck. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. But we didn't even stop and feed the duck or get another milkshake or anything. We were just like, nope, going home. And it is now Tuesday when I'm filming this outro because I'm tired. We just got home and we crashed and we have stayed crashed, and it's been nice to be able to do that. So that is the end of my vlog series about attending ICoN Cosplay Photofest 2024. It was a really well-organised event, a great opportunity, and I really appreciate Emerald, University of Tasmania, and all the events team, the organisers putting it together, because they did a really damn good job. I hope you enjoyed watching these videos half as much as I enjoyed going to ICoN, and until next time, bye bye!